Before this video starts, I'd just like to say if you'd like to enter my giveaway, don't forget to go over to my channel, hit subscribe, turn your notifications on, comment down below your gamer tag and your chosen console which you'd like to win the giveaway on, and also go over to my Twitter at postboxpat and tweet me also why you'd like to win. That's your best chances. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'm giving away a voucher once a week via the comment section and the description, so don't forget to stay tuned for them as well. Hey guys, it's postboxpat and welcome back to a new video, and today I've got some gameplay on screen right now of command blocks, and also I'm going to be summarising the recent stream which showed off plenty of features related to the new Better Together update coming to Xbox and the beta itself. So on screen it may be a little bit blurry, but it is the command block gameplay which was actually streamed yesterday, or today. It was 20 hours ago, so yesterday technically. And yeah, so this stream is pretty interesting and it's pretty awesome. So you can see just basically them using command blocks on the Xbox edition. This is the Xbox edition you're watching right now. They are using a chat pad, which makes it a lot easier to use. They are using the chat pad, like I said. So yeah, it's a little bit awkward, but I suppose most of you will probably invest in the chat pad in the future, or maybe use your app. But anyway, for now, I'm not going to go over the command block gameplay because it doesn't really mean too much to me. It is a big feature, but basically command blocks, you can do a wide range of stuff with them. You can fill in huge areas, delete huge areas, set day and time. So much stuff you can do with them. I'll make a separate video on that when they are actually released in the beta. But anyway, there's so much stuff that was covered in the stream, I thought I'd summarise it up, and also I will be making some separate videos on some of these topics, only because some of these topics are something I really want to talk about, and some of the major things. So some of the notes that I have on my phone, which I took down while watching the stream, is basically endless mobs and endless item frames can be spawned in, so there is no limit or no spawn limit on mobs or item frames or anything like that like there was on the original console edition. The only downside is lag. The thing is, with this console edition, lag seems to be the downside to everything, and I will go over that towards the end of the video. Now, another feature which is major to all of us is the console, or the beta edition for the console is now, the beta Bedrock edition is now in cert testing, and it could be released tomorrow or any time, as early as tomorrow or any time after tomorrow. So it is in cert testing, so that's really good information for all of us for the release date. Now also we have like the player limit being confirmed of 30 players, so you can have 30 players in a game, which is absolutely amazing if you ask me. 30 players is going to be awesome, and I can't wait to have it running on maybe one of my worlds in the future. Now, the downside to this, we don't know if that's going to be realms, but we know that 30 players can be in your Minecraft world via friends list. However, the downside as well to this is lag is there. Now, the reason for this, they were actually talking on the stream about they had 15 players in a world, only 15 from all around the world. They had some from Germany, some from the west side of America, so California side of America, the western side, and they had a few people from the east side of America as well, all connected into the server on the side where New York is. So they had all these people connected in not a server but in someone's world, and the way it works is the host is the host, so they have to connect to the host. So the host is going to have perfect connection, they're going to be perfectly fine, but apparently the person in Germany couldn't even move. So obviously you can see the player limit, the bigger it is, it's going to be really laggy, so that's the downside to it. But we possibly can have 30 players, and supposedly if everybody was in the same country, or maybe locally countries, so not too far out, so say if you're in the center of the USA and everyone in your game was from the USA, you'd probably be able to do it with 30 players. However, it depends on what your world's like and what console you're using. If you're trying to do this from an iOS device, obviously it's probably not going to work, but maybe if you're doing it from an Xbox One S or a Windows 10 or an Xbox One X, maybe you will be able to do this. So we'll have to see about that. So that's it relating the player count. Other stuff we've got is the Legacy Console Edition. That is now officially the name for the older one. So the older version of the console edition, which is Minecraft Xbox One. If I do refer to it, I'll either refer to it as the older version or the Legacy Edition, so people understand exactly what I'm on about. That also requires to the old Nintendo Switch version as well. And also we have console commands, which I told you, which you've just seen on the screen on the gameplay. You can also see them spawning in mobs in mob spawners now, so you place down a mob spawner and you can spawn in eggs, which is interesting as well. No exit without saving, which is a big shame. That isn't actually in the game at the moment, but it is being worked on. They say it is something that is quite complicated to program into the game, so no exit without saving is currently in the game, which is a big shame, especially for duplicating and things like that. So no exit without saving isn't in the game currently, which is pretty cool. So it's cool, but it's not. So interesting. We'll have to see about it, and it does change the style of game that you will play on Minecraft, more towards a kind of an older style version of the game. Friends of Friend option is in the game. I did notice this when they were going through the menu. Friends of Friends is there. There is also another option. I can't remember the name for it because I didn't write it down, but there is an option where it allows you to split your memory type system on your console, which has it half hosting and half playing the game. It kind of just helps, it benefits the people on the Pocket Edition side from getting lag. So I will go over to that, go in that more detail when the beta does come out, and I will go over more stuff like that. But it's basically about lag. A lot of it is going to be related to lag. We are going to see a huge increase within the YouTube Minecraft community on the Bedrock side of lag content. Lag is going to be something that a lot of people are going to be focusing on, and it's something that a lot of people are going to be mentioning. Obviously, we're not going to be making videos about lag, but it's something you'll see pop up in a lot of videos, or frame rate drop or whatever. Most people are probably going to call it lag. So it basically means your game is lagging behind due to frame rate or processing power or whatever it is causing your game to freeze or crash. Now, it is a beta, so do expect a lot of moments of crashing when you are playing the beta when it is released. We also saw something related to realms. Now, this was interesting that I saw. I have seen that realms themselves are actually going to be kind of uploadable and downloadable. Now, we don't know how many members or how many people you can have exactly in the member list, or how many people of them members can actually join on realms, but the way realms, by the looks of it, when I noticed from a screenshot or when I paused my video, I did read through it, and I noticed that realms, you'll be able to upload a world to it and re-download the world. Now, we don't know the player limit, but there are members, and you can select which members have access to it. I don't know if you can give priority to other members or not, but we'll have to see. But hopefully realms is possible to get it up to 18, 20 players. That would be really cool. It means I could host one of my worlds on a realms, and a realm server, or whatever you want to call them, and it means you guys could connect to it. With the idea of command blocks being introduced as well, I will be able to put in plenty of features in some of my creative worlds, especially my prison server, which would be absolutely amazing to create. I actually can't wait to do something like that. We will have to see how that would work, and I think it would be absolutely amazing if we were to introduce something like that. Now, there are some downsides to it with the actual idea of realms. There could be a lot of griefing and things like that could occur. But with the idea of uploading and downloading your world, I suppose you could upload your realm, and at any time you could download that realm, and maybe, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure with the idea of downloading a realm, it will save as the current state that realm is in. So if it does get griefed, you can re-upload the older state. Very interesting, and we'll have to see. One thing that will be on my mind, and has been on my mind since kind of Minecraft has been out, there was actually a problem, and it's been in Minecraft since, where if you have a certain number of players join your world, people's inventories will start being kind of forgot or lost or disappear. I don't know what you want to call it, but basically people's inventories were being wiped because of so many people taking over the save data bar the host. And I did have that problem on my old subscriber kingdom, so I wonder if this new version will cope with that problem, or will it still lie in, especially if we were to create a survival realm. Supposedly your stuff could actually start getting taken away from you, and you could start losing your stuff in your inventory, which would be a big shame. Now, one last thing that I did notice in the stream was the idea of amplified biomes and custom flat aren't actually in the game yet, or the beta, or better together. They did say they are going to be working on them, but they're not currently in. So you're probably wondering, obviously, because the extent, like the idea of the better together is bringing everything together, and the worlds are also endless. So how is it going to bring that sort of stuff there? Well, for example, if you were to transfer an amplified world over, they did say they don't think that your amplified world, once you explore out of the biome which is currently generated on the old version of the console edition, they don't think that when you explore it will be amplified anymore. It'll just be normal. So your world will stay amplified from the Xbox One, but when you start to explore out of it, the new stuff that's rendering in on the new version, the Better Together update, the world is not going to be amplified currently. But they are trying to put something in, they did say, to sort that out. And it's a bit iffy. It's like 50-50, he said. It can happen, it can't happen. It's like it doesn't work, but sometimes it does. So it is there, but it's not 100% working. And that's the same with Super Flat. Super Flat is not currently in the game, but they did say that if you do explore further out, it should stay Super Flat, unless there's a really big bug where it starts turning into amplified or terrain, or whatever you want to call it. Not 100% amplified, but just basic terrain. And yes, so that's what does happen, and it is interesting. So yeah, that's really everything that I
covered on the stream or noticed that was big for myself. I hope you guys find all them points pretty interesting, because there's basically a summary of the entire 1 hour 30 stream. It's an extremely long stream, and honestly, if you want to watch it, you can I will link it down below. But honestly, I wouldn't recommend sitting there watching all of it, because I've just gone over everything, which you'll find really interesting. There is hardly anything else on that stream. It's just repeats after repeats after repeat. Obviously, you're hearing it from the developer's point of view and not mine, so if you do want to watch it, do go and check it out, but it is up to you. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do subscribe. I really want to hit 30,000 as fast as I can. I've been putting so much effort into it lately, and I think together we can do this. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, this is postboxpat, signing out.